It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Marshmallows for toasting and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. Long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time of the
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. And now to honor America, please join in the singing of our national anthem. Representing the three-time Stanley Cup champion New Jersey Devils, Arlette.
I feel like I'm at a game, oh my gosh. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Very incredible.
This is the Let's Go Devils podcast, season 2, episode 13. As in Nico Heischer 13?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, that put me in such a good mood. Just listening to Arlette's new album, that put me in such a good mood.
Oh, I know. You know what? I could actually put it on repeat. Her new album, her new holiday album, which is tonight's title, Arlette's new holiday album. Also, 2 fans that are watching or listening to this podcast live will be able, well, they could be a winner of Arlette's personalized autograph on her new CD.
Yeah,
how cool is that?
That's pretty sweet. Right in time for the holiday season too, right?
Yep. And also, and if you don't win, you could always get her album on her website, singarlettesing.com. I went there today. I'm probably gonna buy about 100 of them.
Hey, they make a good holiday gift. It's a good stocking stuffer, that's for sure. It's an awesome CD.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah,
totally. I'm gonna buy a lot.
Heck.
I told Arlette. I'm gonna buy a lot. Heck. Well, you know what, Beer Baron? We need to hashtag cheer you up and cheer everybody up. So we have Arlette on tonight. She'll be on a little bit later. We're going to interview her, and we got a little something special going on, this and that. But yeah, it was a rough weekend for the Devils, Friday and Saturday. I was disgusted with the Tom Wilson hit. There's a lot of debates on it, but all I have to say is the optics don't look very good for Tom Wilson right now.
It drives me crazy because and we'll get into this in a second, but because I know we have some bills to pay and everything else, but there was a lot of people that were, he was trying to get out of the way and this, that, and the other. It's a hit that shouldn't have happened on a defensive player. See, what you guys don't understand is sometimes in my regular day, I can add in like a curse word here and there, and it will help me get through my somewhat questionable vocabulary skills. It was one of those hits that gets me so angry because it's a hit that doesn't belong in the game. It's just a senseless, all right, we'll get into it in a little bit. I know we have bills to pay, but that just fires me up.
Yeah. Well, you could watch. Thank you for reminding me that we had bills to pay because I was the one reminding you before the show. Yeah, we got bills to pay. You can find the Let's Go Devils podcast on Facebook at Let's Go Devils podcast. Share the link. Share it with everybody. Arlette's going to be on. Share it on your news feed. That's what we want. You can also find us on Twitter, Periscope, at Let's Go Devils Pod. Again, it's at Let's Go Devils Pod. 15 characters or less work to do when you type it in. Also, we're on YouTube Live right now. You can find us on our YouTube channel. Just type
Twitter
in
Live
Let's
too.
Go Devils. Twitter Live? You mean Twitter Periscope or Twitch?
Periscope, man. Periscope. I know. I'm not down with the lingo. And our Twitch followers, are we up to 3 or 4 yet? Or I know we make a joke out of this every week.
I heard Durango Steve join Twitch. He thought it was something else. I think he said Stitch, and I was like, no, it's Twitch. And we were arguing back and forth on the phone. Stitch? What's Stitch?
It used to. I think it was like one of those places that you can go and see like graphic designers work and stuff like that. I could be wrong. Anyways, hey, I gotta say a very happy Hanukkah to all of our Jewish friends out there. And
yes,
being that my wife and I we celebrate both. We do a little 50-50 around here. We hung out with her family today for Hanukkah, and I got this awesome Violent Gentleman shirt for Hanukkah for the first day. And if you guys don't know, and we don't get paid by them, so I love their company. It's one of the coolest names in the world, the Violent Gentleman. Started by one of Jersey's own, George Peros. They have some of the coolest clothing in the entire world, let alone the hockey atmosphere. But when you order something, they send you a couple of stickers that comes with it, and they send you like a little card that kind of explains where the name came from, which is awesome. It has to do with Rocket Richard. And they also send you a little packet of gummy bears and usually a random hockey card. And I don't know if I can zoom in on this.
Yes. Oh, that looks like Craig.
It is.
Craig Wallen.
There you go. So the trivia question to this is now Craig was one of the youngest players to ever suit up for the Devils. He was 18 years old in 2 months. And he was traded to the Nordiques for what player? So I'm going to hang that one out there for you guys to answer on either on
you know what,
Twitter, or Periscope or Twitch or Facebook.
So
who is Craig Wallen traded for?
That is a trivia question. And do they win anything?
Yes, they do. In fact, what they win is I will autograph this card and give it to you at a live event. and I'll sit down and have a beer with you, and we'll sit down and talk hockey. So the winner of I almost gave away the answer to this question, to our trivia question: who got traded, or who did we send to the or get from the Nordiques for Craig Wallen? So, check that out. Send it in the Facebook group. So if you guys send it in the Facebook group, I will personally sign this for you, even though that signature doesn't mean anything except for just makes your heart feel good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. So, and also you could, we're streaming live on letsgodevils.com. You can find us after the show or after the podcast, iTunes, Spotify, on the iHeart app. We're still trying to figure out how to get into that iTunes store. We already have the app built, but somehow we submitted it and they're like, error. So let's get back to talking hockey before Arlette comes on. So that whole Tom Wilson hit, I mean, it reminds me like Matt Cook a few years ago. And it's like, when is it going to stop? I mean,
yeah. Okay. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, but so I feel very strongly about this. Two things. Number one, for anybody that, says the enforcer doesn't have a role in the NHL anymore, you're dead wrong, because this is exactly where an enforcer would have stepped in or would keep somebody like a Tom Wilson in check. It's unfortunate because Tom Wilson is a hell of a hockey player. I mean, if you didn't think so, if you don't think he's a hell of a hockey player, you're wrong about that too, because he plays on the top line with Alex Ovechkin. But I mean, the hit itself was it didn't need to happen. Cini gets rid of the puck. There's at least a solid 3 to 4 count before he even gets, hit by Tom Wilson, and his back is to Wilson. And everybody, he was trying to get out of the way. And Wilson, Cini, I even saw somebody say Cini skated into him, which you're an idiot. If you say that, you're an idiot, flat out, or you're just that blind of a Caps fan. Listen, I'm not saying this as like a blowhard Devils fan who is just blind to the sport and doesn't know, I only see things black and red. It doesn't make. That's not how it is. He got hit from behind. It was a stupid play. Stuff like that can end somebody's career, and that's the stuff that the NHL is get rid of. And the fact that they didn't suspend him, the fact that that the NHL didn't come out and have something to say about it, or put a stance on it either way, is ridiculous. And if they did, it was so minute that that I missed it. And I'm not even going to talk about how the Devils power play. They get a 5-minute match, and they blew that power play. They blew that entire situation. That could have been a game changer right there. But their power play has been atrocious lately. It's predictable. It's super predictable. And I mean, I normally don't get down on our team, but that is one aspect of our team that right now is just driving me absolutely crazy. We can't sustain pressure. And when we sustain pressure, it's the same outside pass, up to the blue line, outside pass, take a shot that's going to get blocked, puck gets cleared, and then we take 5 minutes to get back into the zone. The power play is not working. They need to add a new wrinkle to it, or they need to figure out something else, because right now it is slow and predictable, and it does not work. All right, sorry, I had to go off on a little bit of a tangent there.
Can you rinse and repeat, because that's how predictable it is.
Dude, it really,
I could take that video clip. I could take that video clip right now and probably play it 5 weeks from now, and it's the same thing. And I was thinking that's my thoughts, exactly. And I'll tell you, they deserve to lose that game. I know they came back Saturday, but Keith Kincaid really bailed himself out at that moment when he made that save after he coughed up the puck.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
listen, you can't survive like that.
This team right now is just you can't pinpoint exactly what's wrong, because you see the grit and determination sometimes, especially at home. On a road, you don't even know who they are on the road anymore. They're like 2-10-1 or something like that on the road, and they're like one of those teams that they're so Jekyll and Hyde. It doesn't make any sort of sense. 1 minute they play unstoppable hockey but can't score, and the next minute they're so dumbfounded in their own zone that they're Sammy Vatanen scoring on his own goaltender. You have all these other dumb plays that are happening that are like. You see the frustration on Keith Kincaid, and I'll tell you what, one thing that really gets me is it's easy to blame Keith Kincaid. It's easy to blame Corey Schneider, but this team as a whole has not really put together a full, solid 60 minutes. And there's people that are calling for John Hines' job, and they're like, oh, well, maybe Hines isn't reaching the players anymore, or maybe they need an injection of new whatever. No, what they need is they need Ray Shero to pull the trigger and make some sort of move that is going to rectify this roster and either shore up that blue line or do something else. And it seems like we're not doing anything. We bring up Mikey. I'm sorry, Sam. I'm going off on a tangent right now because I'm a little angry about this. We bring up Mikey McLeod, and I was all jacked about this. And we make the joke like, yeah, whatever. But bringing up Mikey McLeod and then sticking him on a line with Miles Wood and Brian Boyle made 0 sense. And then you give him 5 minutes and 30 seconds of ice time, and then you send the kid right back down to the AHL. Now, I'm not a coach in the NHL, and I know it's not an easy job, and there's a lot of things that go on, and there's a lot of unpredictable things that happen on and off the ice that you can't see as a fan that the coach has, privy to. But some of the things recently just don't make sense with this team. It just last year and this year, it's like they're so disjointed at points this year. I mean, there's a lot of positives. Don't get me wrong. Marcus Johansson is starting to score. That line of Mojo and Bratt and Zaka seems like a pretty solid line. But there's times where I just feel like you're watching and you just sit back and you're like, come on. Like, we can't catch a break on stupid things. Like that, like Keith Kincaid coughing up the puck and then Tom Wilson scoring that goal. Dude, I sat there and I looked at the TV like I was going to throw something through because I was like, not angry. I was just like, this is unbelievable. I don't know if this is like a let's tank to get Hughes, which, by the way, if they get Hughes, they better put Hughes, Hall, and Heischer on the same line and have them come out to the Triple H music every single game. But and I also am trademarking that. So, the Triple H line, that is all me.
Wow.
But no. Seriously, but it's just like it's one of those things where this team, like, you feel frustrated as a fan. You could see the frustration on the team, on the player's face. You could see the frustration with the coaching staff. It's just like you almost want them to just go away for a month, regroup, and come back. And then when do you hit? And I'll ask you this, and I'll ask everybody else out there. When do you hit the point in the season where you're like, you know what? It's better to suck right now because if we suck, at least we have a better chance of getting one of those top 3 picks because the kids coming out of this draft are unbelievable. There is at least 1 or 2. Right now, I was talking to Jersey Joe on Twitter about this. There is like Hi Aunt Lily, and my whole family's checking in. Brian, what's up, Brian? Janie. But anyways, you have all these people that are like, oh, this draft class coming out right now is probably one of the best in a long time. And you have the 2 top guys that it's like the kind of Line A Matthews draft where you were like 1A, 1B. So it's in that kind of same realm. But anyways, sorry, I went off on a tangent. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated.
You know what, Beer Baron? I don't know. This is how I'm going to hashtag cheer you up. You went on a rant, right? And right now, live from her home studio, we have Arlette.
Oh, Arlette, thank you so much.
Satellite linked her up onto the program. And Arlette, welcome to the Let's Go Elvis podcast for the second time.
I am so thrilled to be here. How are you guys?
We're good. We're good.
Great.
Thank you so much for joining us.
I thank you for having me.
So, Arlette, how did this whole project come about when you decided to do this Christmas holiday album? Was it a couple months ago, or is it a year ago?
You know, I've kind of always wanted to do one. So it was kind of in the workings in my mind for a while. And this year I'm like, you know what, Arlette, just do it. And I contacted this musician that I always wanted to work with. Actually, he lives in Italy. And he's this amazing guitar player, but not just that. He's like a producer, and he plays several different instruments, and he's just so musically, he's a musical genius. This is what I think. And so I said, you know what, let me try to do this with him, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I sorry to interrupt, but I actually do like his first name. Could you reveal his first name?
Nico Di Battista. Yeah, his name is Nico. Why? Yeah. You like that name? Nico Di Battista. Oh. Yeah. How Italian is that?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and even his musical style is very European and very different. So it's. I mean, you've heard the album. I'm very proud of it. I love how it came out. I love musically how it came out. You know, Sam, you that heard it, do you agree? Are you loving it?
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I think it sounds so good, and you're totally right. It does have that European influence on it.
Yeah, Scott, you heard it too?
Yes, I did. I got a sneak. So it's amazing. It is amazing. And when we opened up with one of the tracks, and I was just sitting here smiling. I was like, oh, it just sounds so perfect.
Well, I'll tell you, if it made you smile, then it's all worthwhile. Ooh, that rhymes. Yeah, because that's what it's about.
That should be the tagline.
I know. If it makes you smile, then it's all worthwhile. Arlette's album. No, but seriously, that's what my goal in life with my gift is, to make people smile and make people feel happy and make people feel good. So what you saying that, you know, it's really all worthwhile for me. Thank you.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Now, do you have plans on doing a second or follow-up album with Nico?
Possibly. It's definitely a possibility. I don't know definitely yet what I'm gonna do, but we're just starting with this. And there is one actually original track on the album, the Free, the one it's track number, I forget which track, but it's called Free. That's an original one. So I'm gonna work more on my original stuff as well. So that is also in the works. But for now, you know, let's just be all holiday mood. Do you see me? Do you see me swaying back and forth?
Arlette, you are the most positive and cheerful person that I've ever met, actually. And it's
Sammy needs to get up more.
it's such a pleasure because I feed off your positive energy. Right now, the Devils are not doing too well.
Now, why you want to put that smile off of my face? You want to take that smile off of my face? Is that what you're trying to do? Talking about my voice. I know. Yeah. Okay. There goes that. See my face now. Hi, Sam. Hi, Scott. How are you?
Now you feel like the rest of us.
Oh, geez. But anyway, so I'm glad that I could make it happy instead of, you know, what's been going on. We have work to do. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah. Yep. So now that the album is coming out, are you going to be doing any live gigs to promote the album as well, or are you going to be performing live anywhere?
Yes, I mean, I don't know if I told you guys this, but on December 14th, which is the game against Vegas, I'm going to be I'm going to be performing some songs on the concourse and having like a CD signing, and I think there'll be sales as well, and they're going to put me up on the Jumbotron, Arlette. So it's very cool, emotional thing on December 14th. So I hope you will be there.
Oh, you know what? We got to make it a mission to get there now, Sam.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's going to be amazing. That's going to be amazing.
Absolutely.
Yes. Are you going to have a nice
get
big
Arlette
piano
t-shirts and hats for you? Arlette.
Yes. One of those big signs.
Yes, definitely. Would you wear like an Arlette costume for me? Let me see what I could do.
Sure.
That would be something. We'll talk. Have your people call my people. I don't have people. I have no people.
Sam is my people, so it's okay.
Sam is your people. Yeah. At least you got people. Sam, can you be my people?
Yeah, I'll be your people.
Thank you.
I'll be your people.
Thank you so
talk
much.
to my guy. I'll be that guy. Talk to my guy back there.
Perfect.
We'll make some arrangements.
That's so nice.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
And December 15th, you're appearing too.
Oh, yes. Yes, the toy drive.
Yes. The Devil's Diehards toy drive.
Yes.
Benefiting Oasis at Mother's Ale House in beautiful Wayne, New Jersey. I believe from 2 to 4, correct? That you'll be...
yes, that's the time that's closer to 4. Let's make it closer, closer, to when more people are going to be coming, for the actual, to watch the game, So I was thinking I'll push it back a little bit. Yeah. I didn't talk to you yet. You're my people, Sam. What?
Our good buddy, Rob Klabosis, he says hello.
Hey, Rob. We love Rob.
He's a good man, yes.
Yeah. I'm glad he's tuned in.
Yeah, well,
so we're excited about that. That's going to be awesome. I just really love meeting with the fans. I get so much love from the fans, and I just love being a part of the Devil's family. I love meeting with everyone. So I like every chance I get to do that. I'm game. I'm there.
Now,
do you like my T-shirt? Look, did you see it?
By the way, I love that. I was going to compliment that because I love that T-shirt. That's really cool.
Thank you. I'm wearing pants. Do you know sometimes they're not wearing pants underneath? You know what I mean? I'm wearing pants.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was so.
But that totally
politically incorrect.
That totally fits in with our show.
Yeah.
It's funny too. Like we've talked about that sometimes where you can only see from our waist up. So
that's what. Yeah. Well, I didn't know what to wear. I'm wearing like my sweats.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's all about being comfortable.
Yes, definitely, and I am in my home studio, so
that's true.
It makes sense.
Now, do you do? I know the Devils. I think like the players do like a holiday party. Do you guys do a holiday party too? Does Matt Laughlin? Does anybody else get together outside of the team, or do you get together with the team?
I wish I hung out with the team. I don't. My only real interaction with them is when I see them, when I'm downstairs, I'm backstage, or that backstage, downstairs in my dressing room, or I'm passing by. Yeah, and also too, I feel like the players have changed so much. Like I've been doing this for 20 years, So in the beginning, there was this kind of a consistent group of guys. When I first started the Dream Team with Marty and Scott Stevens and Patrick Aliash and our Dream Team, and like I knew everybody then, and it's just kind of different now because everything's kind of transient. That's what I feel. So I don't really get to really connect, but I do say hi.
Yeah.
I do say hi. I do get a selfie once in a while, or sometimes they take selfies with me, which is very funny.
Which is really cool.
Sometimes, hey, it's like sometimes they're like, hey, let me get a selfie with you. I'm like, wait, what? Me? Okay. Yeah, my brother loves when you sing the anthem. Okay.
That's awesome. That's
or my girlfriend loves when you sing it. No, it's super cool. Yeah.
See, now what you got to do is you got to go into the locker room and drop off your CD into each one of their stalls and sign
Yeah,
them. And,
I gotta
you know,
go
just as a
into
nice
the
little
locker room
gift.
and do that.
Yeah. Why not? Why not? It'd be a nice little
I'll
gift
just
for
walk
everybody.
into the locker room.
I mean, I'm sure they would let you do that. I'm sure if you walked up and you're like, "Hey, listen, I'm Arlette," you let me through, and they'll be, "Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is everyone fully clothed? Okay, it's Arlette. Is everyone wearing pants?
that's true. I forgot about
Is
that."
everyone wearing pants? Okay. Yeah, that's something. That's true. I'm gonna go give up my CDs there. That's a good idea. Thanks, God.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, right. I think that's a fun idea. Now, do you
I think
do you
so
talk
too.
do you talk to Matt Laughlin or to Chico or to any of the other guys, to Candy or
I love
Danico?
them. I love them. I do. I love all of them. I do. I don't hang out. We don't go get a beer together, but I do talk to them. Chico, I love. That he's a sweetheart. That's from. I have to say, from the old days.
Mhm.
I'm hoping to make some new good memories very soon. With our
Yes.
team.
Yes.
Let's say, good
It's
vibes.
all part of the process. All part of the process.
Yes. And we have to keep it positive. We know our team is in rebuild, so
Mhm.
we have to keep that in mind. And we got to support the team regardless, even if they're
That's
not,
right.
we have to, we're Devils fans and we're going to be
Mhm.
Devils fans regardless. So
That's very true.
that's how I look at it. Yeah.
It's funny. We were talking about it before you came on. I was getting, personally, we're talking about some of the things that happened. There was a questionable hit in that Capitals game, and there's a lot of things going on. And it's just the feeling of frustration of the players and the fans.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get frustrated ourselves. But having you on, I haven't stopped smiling since you came on.
Aww, thank you.
I mean, you started out the show beautifully, and every week we start off the show with your national anthem, and it always puts a good.
That's
smile
so
on my
great. Face. Thank you. That's so great. Yeah. You're gonna have me on more often then.
Oh, that's what we talk about that all the time. Yes, we agree.
That's like a done deal. Have your people call my people. My people is Sam.
Mine too. So Sam would just sit in the corner and talk to himself.
Isn't that right?
Now, do you have any big plans for the holidays yourself?
Nothing big. I've been sort of, it's been all about this album for the past couple months because, I've just been in charge of every aspect of the project. So now that it's done, I can kind of exhale, but I can't really exhale because now I have to do the promotion. So I haven't really been thinking about what I'm doing. I know that we're going to spend the holidays with a group of friends that we usually do. My kids and I, we're going to, we'll spend the holidays there. And that's all I have for now when it comes to that. If you have any suggestions, you let me know.
I mean, there's always, you can always catch a game at the Rock like the rest of us, but you're going to be there anyways, right?
Yes, I am.
I have to ask you, so you recently had, or you can hang out with Sam. It looks like Sam, that's what Sam's saying. You recently sang the national
anthem. I'll be right
anthem.
over. Tell Mel I'm coming over.
Sorry, I forgot to hit the mic. I have to interrupt.
Yes.
We can hang out the Rock or December 27th at Tavern on the Rocks on 9 Wall Street.
That's true.
In Rockaway, New Jersey, we're having a little bit of a live event, pre-game podcast party, viewing party afterwards.
Me like.
Yeah.
It's a fun
what day is that exactly?
It's a Thursday night. It's a Thursday night.
That could happen.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that'd be a good time.
All right.
See, all right.
Reach out to your people,
See,
and
now
Beer
I have
Baron, I'll reach
plans.
out to yours.
Yeah.
Right.
I know
There
the
you
owner,
go.
so we'll get some free food.
The pierogies are amazing. I love.
Oh yeah. I don't think I've ever had a pierogi in my whole life.
What?
Really?
I've never had. I know. Is that a bad thing? I'm sorry.
No.
See,
we need to reach out to somebody to make real homemade pierogies for your first experience. It's got to be the real deal. It can't be.
It's got to be the best. I got it.
Yes.
Yeah, has to be the best.
So see what you guys can do about that, okay?
Oh yeah, sure.
Also, I have to reach out to confirm with Dancing Earl. Dancing Earl and Beer Baron are going to have a dance-off at the December 27th event, Tavern on the Rocks.
I regret saying that I would do it, but I'm a man of my word. I will do it, but I totally regret saying I would do it.
And
I understand that you would regret that.
And we have Jeff, the bar owner.
Why would you do that?
Who was
I don't know.
I
don't know.
What were you thinking?
Podiatrist.
I was hungover. I couldn't think straight. You know.
That's the only explanation. Okay.
Plus, you get your
Sorry, I
feet
kept
checked for free.
interrupting.
Yeah, Sam. Sorry, buddy.
Did you say something about a podiatrist?
Yes, the truth is, my father-in-law is the owner of the bar, and he used to be a podiatrist, and now is the owner of this fine establishment. But it's funny because I tell him all the time, I'm going to say the most random things to our listeners, so hopefully somebody comes in and he's such a good sport about all of that. So like I told him,
that's so funny.
I was like, oh, if somebody comes in and mentions our show, you would check out their feet, or like. You know, if
okay, I'm down.
Just to bust his chops, but you know, like he's a good sport about it all. So he's probably
listening to
show up there,
Live.
just stick my foot in his face.
yeah, like, oh, this is Arlette, and these are her feet.
I'm Arlette, and these are my feet. Oh, jeez.
Hey, Jeff writes in the Facebook Live, "You guys stay home. Arlette, come."
Oh,
see, I knew he'd be listening.
Come with the people. Come on, Jeff.
No, yeah, he's a good sport. He's really funny, but like honestly, one of the things I wanted to ask you too is you recently sang the national anthem with Lauren. And I thought that was such a cool moment, the two of you out there. Yeah, that was such a fun moment. Now, in your career, have you done that a lot where you've sang with like some fans that have gotten the opportunity to do so? Or was this
breaking up a little bit? You're breaking up a little, so can you repeat the question? Have I done that before?
Yeah, have you done that before where you've sung with with a fan who's gotten the opportunity, or was that a first time?
Mm-hmm. That's a first. And the only reason I sang next to her, I was, standing next to her. I wasn't really singing into the microphone just for support because she's never done anything like that. And it could be really intimidating to sing in front of 20,000 people. You could imagine that it would be. So I was just like standing next to her just to like provide support. But she didn't need it. She did her thing, but it was great. It's great for her to be able to have, just scratch it off her bucket list. She does a lot of, she goes through a lot of stuff health-wise. Mm-hmm. And so just to have that happy moment for her, it was a happy moment for me too.
Yeah, that was such a cool moment. And it was something that I instantly thought of because I watched you guys out there and both of you did such a beautiful job. I apologize, by the way, my 8-month-old daughter is having a little bit of a fit in the background.
I love it. That's live. That's the beauty of being live.
But I mean, it was such a beautiful moment, and I sat there and I thought about it a lot, and I said, how nice that you stood next to her and gave her that support, and she did do an amazing job on her own.
She did great. Yeah.
It was just such a cool moment to
She's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart, sweet girl.
Agreed.
Yeah. She's going to be at the Ale House, right? She's going to be there on December 15th. I think
so. I believe so.
Yeah, I think she's coming too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask her to be my people too. See? Now I have two.
See? Now you got two. Well, I'll be your people too. So now you got three.
Yeah. Are you my people, Scott? I didn't really ask you.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, of course.
I got people. That's it.
Now you got
drop the mic. I won't drop the mic, but...
Oh, that's so funny. Well, Arlette, I don't know what tracks or what songs you're playing.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you mind if
we
dance with? Do you mind if we dance when you're singing?
I insist.
Oh, okay.
I can't give away my moves. I'm just gonna sit here and nod.
Oh yeah. You have to keep those moves under wrap, Scott.
I do.
Yeah.
Surprise us on that day, but
nobody wants to see the robot.
Sorry. Okay.
Arlette, I want to, do you remember Casey Kasem's Top 40? Remember when you used to listen to that on the radio?
Yes, Casey.
I remember, not that I'm old or anything that I would remember that, but
Well, I'd like to do a long distance dedication. To my aunt over our podcast.
Okay. Does
one
your aunt
of the
have a
songs.
name?
Oh yeah, my Aunt Lily.
Aunt Lily.
My Aunt Lily.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're gonna do this one for Aunt Lily.
Yeah, my Aunt Lily. Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't we do one for Aunt Lily? Okay.
Does Aunt Lily have any particular song that she wants to hear?
Maybe Sleigh Ride?
You can pick it for her. Sleigh Ride? Oh, let's see. Hold on a second. Now, you see, I was hoping you would say it's the most wonderful time of the year. Now you had to go say Sleigh Ride.
Yeah, no, let's do the most wonderful time of the year.
It's the most wonderful?
Yeah.
Thanks, Aunt Lily.
Yes. This is Casey Kasem.
I'm just going to press play. It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Scott, let me see your moves. Holiday greetings and gay happy meetings. There you go. Most wonderful time of the year. All right, we're gonna fade that out now. Aunt Lily, that one goes out to Aunt Lily.
That was
for
amazing.
you, Aunt Lily.
That was amazing.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
That was live.
Thank
That was 100% live. That was not. If anybody says, "Oh, that was lip sync," that was so beautiful and perfect.
No Mariah Carey here. That was live. Sorry, did I say that? No, you remember when that? Do you remember when she did that? She got she got caught lip syncing.
And then she stopped singing. Didn't she stop singing like halfway through? She just put the mic down.
But because she's an amazing singer, even live.
So I have a request from my Aunt Lily that I was wondering if you wouldn't mind doing a White Christmas.
You're breaking up again. Did you just say?
If
Blue Christmas? Did you say?
A white? Yes.
Okay. On the album, there's Blue Christmas. But were you thinking White Christmas?
Well, she said White Christmas.
What you were thinking?
I like the Blue Christmas. Yeah.
Oh, Aunt Lily. But what's your aunt's name really?
That's her real name, Aunt Lily. Yes.
Oh,
yes, it is. It is actually.
Yeah, I'm being serious.
Okay.
Is your Aunt Lily my Aunt Lily?
No, I'm
being
100% serious. She actually requested it on our Facebook group too. I
wish I had an Aunt Lily. So we could, all have an Aunt Lily. But okay, so so she wanted White Christmas?
Yes.
Gee,
yes.
I wonder if I have a track for that. I can just sing that one, just like this. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like ones I used to know. I like your move, Sam. Where treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Everybody now. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Okay, everybody stop. every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright. Bring it home now, everybody. And may all your Christmases be white. Oh my God. Yay! I need applause after that. Come on, applause. 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 There you go. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. It's so funny because this normally doesn't happen, but I feel so bad. My children are having a complete meltdown in the background, so I have cutting on and off
it's
my
all
microphone.
good.
So
it's all good. I don't even know what my children are, so no, I'm joking. They're in their beds. I'm joking. I think they're in their bed. Are they in their beds, Chris? Yes. Okay. Just checking.
Yeah, normally my kids are in their bed sleeping, but they're having a rough day too.
How old are your kids?
2 and 8 months. So unfortunately, for whatever reason, they're both awake.
Whoa. Yeah, that's some tough.
Wife,
that's some tough ages.
Yeah, but my beautiful wife is doing an amazing job.
What's your beautiful wife's name? Lily?
Nikki.
No, I'm so sorry. Nikki. Nikki? I know. Say hi to Nikki for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay, and kiss the babies. I love babies.
Oh, I will.
Other people's babies. Love. Because, at that age, it's difficult. It's the diapers. It's the sleepless nights. It's the, it's a tough stage.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you for singing that, by the way, a cappella. That was incredible.
That was beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Shucks. Thank you, guys. So what's your favorite track? Which track do you think is your favorite?
Well, I already revealed mine was Blue Christmas. So that was
was that really your favorite?
Yeah, for sure, yes.
We did a kind of a country version. I know it was a little unexpected. I know. But we did like a country version of it. Should I sing that one? I'll sing a little bit. Should I?
Yes, yeah. We would love that.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Okay. Dead air. Oh. I don't know why I'm not getting any volume here. Oh, I know why. Because the volume was all the way down. That's why. Oh, let's put it up, shall we? A blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue. Thinking about you. Decorations of red 'neath that green Christmas tree. Oh, it just won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of wine, but I'll have a blue Christmas. Yeah. You guys are just getting a little bit of everything.
That's awesome, Arlette.
Hold on a second. I got to put back on my headphones.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Scott had to take care of some family stuff.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Hold on one second. I put it on wrong. I can't hear you guys yet. What about I turn the thing inside out?
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, back again.
Yes, sorry. I was like listening to the first couple seconds and I had to run away because I wanted to see if I could help. But
Okay.
oh my
I
goodness.
missed you.
I'm feelings mutual.
Listen, there's these. You'll have nights like these, and then you'll laugh about it later on. It's just all part of the parenting thing, right?
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
Yes, all
indeed.
part of it. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, honestly, this was such a treat. I mean, not only coming on, but singing for us as well. This is incredible. I mean, this is we needed
Thank
this.
you.
We
My pleasure.
as a fan base, we needed this tonight because this was
Yay!
this really brought our
Actually-
spirits up. That's for sure.
Hey, before we do that, actually, if you don't mind, I'd like to get a little greedy here. Let's take just a quick break. We'll fix Arlette's feed, and maybe we'll ask our Facebook Live one more request in the Facebook group.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
all right.
good.
So all right. We'll see you in about a couple of minutes, Arlette.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, we're having internet trouble at Arlette's studio today, but
that's okay.
I figured I gotta get one more song in. I can't end it like this.
Oh, for sure. You know, it's funny because there was between the things I feel so bad. My, things going on here and then the internet issues that we're having over there. But doing it all with a smile because honestly, it's just incredible. Everything. First of all, the album is really, really good, and if anybody hasn't ordered it or is thinking about ordering it, please do because it is absolutely incredible. Each track is better than the next, and I'm not just saying this because we love Arlette and it's a part of the Devil's family and everything else. It really is, and you can hear it live. I mean, even a cappella, she sings perfectly. Do you know what I mean? It's
I know.
Just pick up the mic, boom, and just sing, and it's incredible.
I know. I think she's back, but we'll figure this one out. It's just how the internet works. Sometimes Beer Baron. Sometimes it's just it's a little wonky.
Sometimes
a little wonky, but we got Arlette back. Arlette, how are you doing? You're back.
Good. Yes, long time no see.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, we got a Facebook Live request.
Okay.
From one of our dedicated listeners.
Okay.
I'll go into my Casey Kasem voice.
I love it.
Yes,
I got
Casey.
This
Casey
I have to hear.
We have a long distance dedication from Rob to Noel. Silent Night.
Oh my goodness.
Bring down the house.
I know, right? Silent Night. Is there a particular meaning to why you're requesting that? Or let's have Rob expand a little bit on why he requested Silent Night.
So
Let's
Rob
talk.
It's a beautiful, beautiful song.
It's a great song.
You have to answer that question. Why Silent Night?
Just
he
curious
just
there,
responds
Rob.
back. He just responds back, woo! But there's a 7-second delay from us to the Facebook Live.
Woo!
The
That
Facebook
works
Live.
for me. That's all
Yeah.
the explanation I need. Woo!
Yes.
Okay.
Woo!
I don't have a track to do that, but I can just sing a few lines, a cappella.
Okay.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Silent night, holy night. Hey, Rob. All is calm and all is bright around young virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep. We should sing that to the babies. Sleep. Yes. One more time. Sleep in heavenly peace.
Woo! Great job, Arlette.
That is incredible.
Thank you.
What is your favorite track? You asked us. What is your favorite track off of your album?
Hallelujah. I would have to say that.
That
Hallelujah is one of my favorites. I am actually very particular about the Ave Maria just because it has special meaning to me. The Ave Maria as well. It's just the way it was done, the recording, just the vibe of it. You know, it's like when you do a song, like my thing is I want to be able to touch people with songs. And when I listen to it, I get touched by it. So I know that it you know, I delivered, you know what I mean? In that way. So that's one of my favorites. And Hallelujah is just a great song. Hallelujah is just like one of the best songs ever written. So those are my favorites.
Ave Maria is probably one of my... Growing up, my father and mother always introduced me and my siblings to classical music and just all sorts of different genres of music. And it was kind of like our household was, you know, me personally, I don't have one specific genre. I listen to everything. And Ave Maria is one of those songs that I could hear it 1,000 times. And especially the Italian version, it will bring a tear to my eye. It is such a beautiful, beautiful song.
Same. I feel the same way.
I also feel that way about any Mozart Requiem, but that's just...
Yeah.
Kind of like opinion about it.
Mozart and hockey. Yeah, I can't put those two together.
If you ever want to do something fun, put hockey on TV, mute the TV, and then put on Mozart in the background. And then sometimes... I think
that would be amazing.
I'm telling you, I've done it because it is a weird experiment. When I was in college and I was working on a project, I would have hockey on TV, and then I'd put on something a little bit more relaxing in the background. And one day I put on a little Chopin, and I had him playing in the background, and I had the Devils playing on the TV. And at one point, they sank up perfectly. And there was like there was like a minute in the act. There was I think it was like a 2-minute stretch where it was just back and forth, and the flow of the game was going back and forth, and there was no stops, there's no breaks, and it was just syncing up with the music perfectly. And I was like, this is kind of like that moment when somebody was watching, Wizard of Oz, and they sank up that Pink Floyd album to it, and it was just
very nice.
Cool. Yeah, but classical music is definitely it goes well with hockey.
You know what? I think that if you open your mind, I think that it would go well with practically anything. And we should really introduce the theater. Make sure you play it for your kids as well. You know, make sure your kids are...
I have jazz playing in my classroom every day.
Oh, awesome.
Yes. I have jazz playing and sometimes a little classical music, you know.
That's good. Open their minds, you know.
Exactly.
Because the stuff on the radio now, man, it's empty. A lot of it, you know, empty. Yeah. You know, so
I agree. I also sometimes want to
fill up your kids.
You want to introduce them to music that you like personally, but then I'm like, there's a lot of cursing in that, so I probably won't.
Yeah, you may have to watch that.
Yeah, but I listen Ella Fitzgerald. I love to have that playing in my classroom at all times.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, with John Lee Hooker. A lot of like old school Chicago style blues. Sorry, Sam, if we're losing you, me and Arlette we're in our own thing right now. So I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I think we need to. Yeah, let's bring them back in.
But yeah, Celine Dion. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, I love the old gritty blues. Like you get in. I had a class. We did a whole experiment with. I'm an art teacher, so we do. I did abstract expressionism with them, and we did a whole experiment with listening to music. And I introduced them to AC/DC, and then I introduced them to and I introduced them to a lot of Beethoven and a lot of really sad, emotional. They like that really good classical music that pulls
Beethoven.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I had them paint to it, so you have to paint to that what you hear.
That's awesome.
So, it's cool.
No, that's great. That's great. I love that.
Sorry to all of our fans out there that we're not talking hockey right now, but listen, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity I get to do this.
I was going to say life isn't all about hockey, but I think I might have to take that back because it kind of is.
I mean, it is.
For us, you know. It kind of is.
even in my classroom, I have on my desk, I have a bunch of, Devils bobbleheads, and I have like banners and posters and things all over my room. So the kids know when they walk into my room, they're not allowed to wear Rangers jerseys or shirts.
Oh, forget it. Forget it. Devils found. Oh, did you guys see my tattoo? My Devils tattoo?
No.
Where did I put it? Wait, hold on.
No.
There you go.
That's so cool.
Closer. I can't figure. There you go. Like this. You see it?
Very cool. Very cool. Where'd you get it done?
On Staten Island, in a place I walked in. I'm sorry, I don't have the name. Is that bad?
No, but
it's a store. There was a guy, a tattooed guy. I said, "Hey, I need a tattoo." He did it for me. I left. Sorry.
If you're looking to get a tattoo done, you could go to my wife's shop. My wife is a tattoo artist. So if you go to my wife's shop,
she's a tattoo artist. No way.
Why don't you get Nikki on the air? Get Nikki on the air. We need Nikki.
Nikki's kind of busy. Nikki's kind of got her hands full there.
She's an amazing mother who's trying to put crying children down. So.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Working class art, which is a tattoo shop in Branchburg, New Jersey. If you're looking to get something done. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So let me know.
I have a problem with pain. I don't deal very well with it. So I can't do like large tattoos. And I thought this one would be not so painful, but this thing really hurt.
It's on the finger. It's on the finger. That hurts.
It hurts like, I can't say the word I want to say, but it hurt. So not sure I'm going to venture into more. We'll see. But I wanted something significant. The Devils for me has been a significant part of my life. I've been the Anthem singer for the past 2 decades. It's it's a significant part of me. So I have the names of my children and the Devils logo, tattooed on my body. It's just that important.
That's something that never goes away. So I
can't see it. Chris, help me move that thing so I could see it.
Here, look.
Hold on a second. There. Okay. Oh my God, we're twins. We're twins. Yes.
That's when somebody's like,
Sam, you gotta get a tattoo.
Shirt. Yeah, now Sam's gonna get one now.
Can you imagine? Mal will kill me.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, Mal.
So are you gonna? Here's another question for the promotion of the album. Have you talked to like Erica Wachter or anybody in MSG about possibly doing a promotion on air or?
I haven't. That's not in the works. See what you could do there for me, Scott, Mr. Bear Baron. See what you could do.
The guy,
Mr. Sam. Sam's our guy.
My people.
Yeah, the people.
My people. Right. You know what? I could rest easy now because my people's got it.
That's
okay.
Right. So
could
Sam,
you?
So Sam, now you got to go talk to like Bryce Salvador or somebody.
Yeah.
Let them promote the album on MSG.
Oh, I could talk to Bryce. I didn't even think about that.
Yes.
Okay.
See, there you go. Talk to Bryce. Bryce will probably put you on in a second.
Whatever ideas can you give me? Let me write it down. What else you got? You let me know.
December 14th. December 14th. I should wear my costume. I'll wear the CD. Like I'll blow it up to like.
I love that.
I'll blow it up.
Would you do that for me, peeps?
Oh yeah.
I love it. I love it.
I love shameless plugging.
Oh, that's awesome. I knew I chose the right person to be my people. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I'm looking forward to it. You guys will be at the game? Would you guys be at that game? I hope you will. December 14th. Gotta make sure you guys are there.
I'm pretty sure. I think we actually might be. We'll
see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, let's try to make it happen. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Thanks, guys.
Do you like Pete Kenneros? I mean, you introduced us to Pete.
Pete's my buddy. Yes.
I'm going to see him on Monday. I'm going to be there Monday, by the way. If tomorrow, I'm going to be there tomorrow night.
Okay, cool. I'm not.
No.
I know. Next time I'm there is December 14th. It's kind of a long stretch. Yeah. Withdrawal symptoms, I know. It's true.
Can we do something similar to Name That Tune with Pete on live air right now, that you just play a track from your from your album, and we're gonna have to name it.
So just play the track, no singing. Is that what we're gonna do?
No. No,
I'm gonna sing it.
You can do singing. Yeah, sing it.
But it's too easy.
Too easy.
That's gonna be it's too easy for you guys. Because if I just play this, if I just go, hold on a second. I mean, it's like easy now. If I go like this, Santa baby, slip a sable under the tree. You guys are gonna know it, right? What song is that? Santa baby, I gave it away. That's gonna be too easy for you guys. Let's see.
Could you
Someone
hum it?
did request. Oh, yeah, that'd be better. Hold on, I'll hum it. All right, hold on.
Hold on one sec, Arlette. Before you do that, let me do this.
Okay, pause.
Hold on. Hold on one sec.
Name that tune with peace.
Oh, how appropriate. Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, are you ready for me now? I wonder if I can remember the
By
words
the way,
to
this
this.
has
Wait,
been
hold on.
such a fun podcast tonight. Thank you so much.
I'm glad. I'm glad I could be a part of it. Oh, where was it? Oh. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show. Are you guessing it yet? Let's think a minute.
It's so funny that you said it earlier in the podcast how it has such a European feel, and I totally agree with you. You can hear it in the guitar, like it's that just the sound quality and just the way he plays the guitar is so specific.
Yeah. He's ridiculous. He's ridiculously talented. This CD for him it's not even a fraction of his talent. And I know you guys have no idea who this is. His name is Nico Di Battista. Quick, just a fraction of his talent. But it was pretty awesome.
Now, when you guys were doing this, did he come to the States or did you?
He stayed where he was, and in Italy, in Torino, in Italy, and I was here in Staten Island, and we were just sending the files. Yeah, we were sending the files back and forth, tweaking it as we go. We did, Skype sessions, and it was really an experiment. It's not an experiment because people do it all the time, but just in this new way of doing music where you don't have to be in the studio together at the same time. That's literally what it was. Yeah, physically in the same location. It was wild.
So amazing. You can create an entire album and be on opposite sides of the world. Yeah,
it literally was that. And then I just did my vocals here. I did my vocals here at Moon Studios in Bay Street here on Staten Island, and he did he mixed and mastered and produced. Yeah, we just did a whole overseas thing. It was amazing. Yeah.
So being from Staten Island, I have to ask because there's a huge Devils fan out there, and my dream one day is to get him onto the show.
There's one. There's one huge Devils fan.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
But I hope so.
Brian Quinn from Impractical Jokers is a huge Devils fan, and he's from and they're all from Staten Island. But they also did a. Have you ever seen the show?
No, I don't think I have. Oh. I haven't.
If you ever need a good laugh, it's on True TV, and it's probably one of the funniest shows out there. But they even did a punishment where at the Devil's Arena where the two of them had to go out dressed up in goalie equipment in intermission, and Colin White and Grant Marshall shot pucks at them.
Oh, nice. Okay, and he's in Staten Island. We should get together because Staten Island people here, they're all Rangers fans. And sometimes I show up with my Devil shirt. Like after I sing at the game, I would go to a gig and I wear my Devil shirt, and they'd be like, "Devils." I'm like, "Hell yes."
One of these days, Arlette, we're gonna do a mob invasion of
oh my gosh, I'm
Staten
so down with that. I am so ready for that. I'm so down with that. Oh, that's crazy. Do you know what happened one time?
Figure it out.
I have to say. Let me tell you this story. I think you guys know this story, but I was coming home from a game, and I got stopped by a cop. Not that I was going fast or anything, really, but I got stopped. I got pulled over by this cop, and it's here on the island, and he pulls me over, and then he says, "Wait a minute, are you Arlette?" I go, "Wait. How do you know me?" And he's a Rangers fan that was just at a Devils Rangers game, and he recognized me, and I got out of the ticket. And he said, "I can't give Arlette a ticket." And I got to get off. So there you go. Here on Staten Island, a Rangers cop that did a good deed. All right, let's make it known. It happens. Okay?
It happens. It does happen.
It happens. Yeah.
There are some fans of the other side that we all can agree with once in a while. I have a good buddy. I have a good friend, and his only disposition in life is the fact that he hates the Devils, but he is a good person, even though he roots for the Rangers.
How can that be? How can he be a good person?
He is a good guy.
All right, I'll be bad. I'm being bad.
No, I think that's. But one of the things, and we talked about this the last time you were on, is one of the things that I admire so much is how much you've embraced this team, and you even said it before with the tattoo of how much they've impacted your life. But it's so nice to see like how it's kind of a mutual thing. Like they've impacted your life. You've totally impacted the Devils, and you've totally impacted all the fans.
Thank you.
It's like a beautiful harmony back and forth. It really is. Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful, special thing. I'm very honored to be a part of it. I'm honored and humbled. I really, really am. As I said, I get a lot of love from the fans, and I really appreciate that.
Well, you're also like a good luck charm for a lot of us too, because there's a lot of times where, and there was a good long stretch that every time I went to a game and you sang the national anthem, they won. And then
that was a while ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, we're in a rebuild.
Remember that.
Yes. But there was a good long stretch, and it seemed like anytime somebody else came in and sang the national anthem, they would lose. And I was like, it's because Arlette's not there. That's why they're losing.
People say that all the time. It's so not true. And it puts unnecessary pressure on me because I can't do anything except sing. It's not like I can impact anything. It's hard.
You put a smile on the hockey.
It's hard having that responsibility. Oh, God. What are we going to do about our team?
They'll come out of it. But even if they have a terrible year, and we were saying this in the beginning, it's not a bad thing, especially with the draft class that's coming out. There's a lot of really young, talented kids. And sometimes this happens. The Devils were so fortunate, and we all, as Devil fans, were so spoiled because they were so good for so long. And we had Martin Brodeur to go every night and go watch. We had guys like Scott Stevens, all these great players, and Scott Niedermayer and, Patrick Elias. And we got so spoiled, and making the playoffs was, it didn't.
We never had to question it.
About it. Exactly.
It wasn't if we were getting in, it's how far we were going. It was never a question of if we were making the playoffs for such a long time. So when we didn't make it the first time, I was like, okay. And then we didn't. And I'm like, wait, what? And then, so it was traumatic for us because we were so spoiled, as you said. We weren't used to it. But there are teams, that had, didn't have it like we did. That never make it. Can you imagine?
There are teams that have been in existence for a very long time that have not won the cup ever.
Wow.
There's teams like, the Flyers that haven't won it since 75. There's teams like the Rangers that haven't won it since 94.
94. We've been hearing about 94 forever.
And they got
enough
lucky.
already with 94.
They got lucky against us, and they got lucky against Vancouver. But but honestly, there's so many things that go into it. And Lou Lamoriello, who built this franchise, didn't build this franchise. We all know, they came in '82, but he really is the reason that they were, successful for such a long time. And
definitely,
and just everything that he did about this team. And it seems like Ray Shero is doing the same thing and carrying that legacy as well. But man,
you know that Lou Lamoriello discovered me, right? You know that, right?
Yes.
Oh, you know that story, right? Okay.
It's so funny because Sam and I were talking about it before the show started, and I said, you know what? One of the things that we talked about last time was how you were discovered it, and I thought that was such a wonderful story. if you want to rehash that story, you're more than welcome.
Should I tell the story again?
For sure,
Well,
100%, yeah.
It was a fine day in 1990. Oh God, when was it? It was a long time ago. But I used to sing at this restaurant in the city on 2nd Avenue, and I used to sing right by the door where the people would be passing by and they would be able to hear the music. So one day I was singing, and Lou and a couple of his friends, like they had dinner up the street, and they were walking down the street, and they heard the music. I was singing with my now ex-husband, was my husband at the time, and we were singing together. And they were walking on the street, and they came in, and they they hung out with us, listened to the music, and then they started to come back, and then we became friends. And then, my ex-husband is Italian. He's still alive. So he is Italian. And he and Lou really hit it up with that whole Italian thing. And one day, Lou says, hey, Arlette, I'm involved with this team. I don't know if you want to come sing the anthem. Just like that.
Kind of involved.
Yeah, I'm involved with the team. I'm like, okay, Lou. Meanwhile, I'm thinking,
hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry. Did he do it in that very? Did he do it in that very serious tone, like no nonsense business? Hey.
No, y'all don't understand. The Lou that I knew, that I knew is different to the Lou that you guys saw. The Lou, because he let his guard down. So he was, he was out. He was with his friends. He was, relaxed as Lou can get, because he can't really get too relaxed, But he was as relaxed as he could get, So the Lou that I knew, when I went to the arena, like you said, the limo, and me and my ex, we went to the arena, and everyone's like, Lou, and like they're laying out the red carpet because it's Lou, and I'm like, oh my God, who are you? Then I realized he was the president of the Devils, and he was all that. But for us, he was just this really great, amazing, kind, generous, just an class A guy. Like I've never. He's one of the very few people that I know in that caliber of person. It's rare to meet someone like that. So yeah, but I had no idea. It was just a completely different Lou that I knew. But yeah, so that's the story with that. It is a great story, and we just became friends, and he's always so kind to me, and just unconditional love. Really just a great person.
Wow. Do you still bump into him now? He's on Long Island. Do you bump into him?
You know what? We haven't talked in a really long time. I did reach out a few weeks ago, and we're probably gonna get together and just reconnect, because it's been such a long time. But I did reach out a few weeks ago, because I haven't heard from him in such a long time. But I hope that he's doing well. I'll let you guys know after I meet up. I'll let you guys know how he's doing. But yeah, he's just a great human being. Great human being.
Arlette, we're going to announce the 2 winners tonight of your CD. In the Facebook Live, randomly chosen. We have Tracy. I don't know her name, last name, Tracy, and also Mike Kordelski. Both of you are winners.
Mike, way to go.
Winners. Yeah, both of you are winners of Arlette's new holiday album CD. I forgot to cue in the. I forgot to cue in the music.
Should we do that again? Why that song? I will never know. I feel like
playing Plinko right now. So,
okay.
But and also Arlette, where can everybody find and where they can find your CD and the album?
Funny you should ask that question. You can get it at my website, singarlettesing.com. That's singarlettesing.com, and you can just listen to it. You can download it. You can purchase an actual copy. I'll sign it for you if you send me a message that you'd like to have it autographed. And you could just say, "Hey, Arlette." You could send me a message and just say hi. And you could read up more about me and my story and all that good stuff. So it's singarlettesing.com.
Very cool.
Oh, very cool. Well, Arlette, thank you so much for taking your time out for us, and you're the first celebrity we've ever had appear.
I'm a celebrity. Stop.
On our podcast from your home. I think this is brilliant technology.
It's wonderful.
It's done.
Yes.
Yeah, this is great. And
it's amazing and so convenient for me. I didn't even have to wear pants. It's so convenient. You know,
I'm going to say the same thing.
Right?
No, I'm not wearing pants either. I'm wearing shorts right now.
This is getting weird. Okay, you're wearing shorts. Okay. Thanks for clarifying that, Sam. Thanks for having me, guys. It was a pleasure.
All right.
Arlette, thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you on December 15th and 14th.
Yes.
December 15th, the Oasis event at Mother's Ale House in beautiful Wayne, New Jersey.
Nice.
From 2 to 4. Okay, great.
Come on out, everybody.
Well, thank you, Arlette.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Thank you, guys.
I hate to do this.
Thank you.
Bye.
I know.
That's
bye.
Arlette. Arlette, you know Arlette.
Dude, I can't stop smiling. That was so much fun.
I know. I haven't smiled this much since the Doc Emmerich interview.
Oh man,
that was awesome.
Yeah. No, that was so much fun. She's right though. We need to have her on more often, just to like hang out.
I think cool. We should.
You know, one of the things I really enjoyed about just our conversation was not only the talking about the Devils and just talking about music and listening to her sing. There's so many different aspects. It's just like sometimes, going off on a little tangent. She's so easy to talk to.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's enjoyable. I love it. That was so much fun.
You have somebody in the organization
beloved
beloved
from Texas,
by Devils
love
fans.
from New Jersey, right back at you.
Yeah. Somebody that is beloved by the fan base, someone that's genuine. I mean, I think she comes from Trinidad. I think in the island somewhere. She's the epitome of the American dream, and we all love her.
She's awesome.
She came to this country. I read her bio. She didn't have the intent to become a singer, but we all had different paths. I mean, when I was younger, I thought I was going to be the first man on Mars, but it turned out that I am a podcaster of New Jersey Devils hockey. So sometimes our paths, take even better. But sometimes their paths take different ways. But I told Arlette this once, and I'll say it on live podcast air, that I was in a focus group meeting the Devils had a couple of years ago, and the last question they asked was about Arlette, about the national anthem and this and that, and everybody stood up. And Devils fans don't always agree, but everybody stood up. We want Arlette, and I led the charge. She was the only one that we were unanimous to agree on with the Devils, what they were doing, and this and that, and I stood tall, and I'm like, Arlette, So, and I think a lot of us feel that way. I mean, you talk about the Flyers with Kate Smith and Lauren Hart, and you talk about other national anthem singers. She's ours. But not only is she ours, she's so cool when she shared it with other people. Other people do sing and this and that, and that tells you that she's a team player. And it goes all the way back to Lou Lamoriello. It all goes back to Lou. And maybe one day we'll have Let's Go Devils podcast confidential. What was it really like when you met Lou? What was it really like? Was you like, Arlette, I'm the president of this hockey team across the river. You want to come over to the dark side and get off this island? Just kidding around. So, but anyway, that was a great interview. I will definitely send a couple texts to Arlette after the podcast. But that was awesome. I'm so happy right now. This podcast flew right by. Yeah.
And I just want to remind everybody, I will be at the game tomorrow night, so I'm going to be walking around. So if I bump into anybody, feel free to come up and say hi. I might be carrying this beautiful card on me. So I didn't see anybody actually answer the question correctly, so I'm kind of bummed about that. But Craig Willeninen Wallananen. Who did we trade, or who did we get back in return? I'm trying to get this in front of the camera. Who did we get back in return for Craig? Good old Craigie. You know, youngest.
Somebody Google it.
At the time, yeah.
Somebody
exactly.
Google it.
At the time, he was 18 years old in 2 months. Also, tell me if Nico Hischier beat him in the youngest player to ever be on the Devils. If you get it correct, or if you bump into me, the first person to say hi to me tomorrow, I will give this card. I will sign this card and give it away. And then we could sit down and have a beer and talk about game. And yes, Rob, I will definitely let me know when you guys are doing that or where you're doing it. Just send me a text. I'll come by. There's Rob rocking the Let's Go Devils podcast t-shirt. Meeting none other than New Jersey's own Kyle Palmieri. Kyle also looks like a guy I know, which is really funny because I'm always like, dude, you look like exactly like a hockey player. And he's like, who's that? I'm like, don't worry about it. Got my top 5 prospects. Oh, dude. Jake, this is a conversation that we need to have next week. The top 5 prospects that you're going to be looking at closer to the World Juniors. Yes, dude. World Juniors are coming up, and let me tell you what, this U.S. team is legit. This is probably one of the best U.S. teams that the United States has put out there in the World Juniors in a very long time. Headlined by, hopefully we can call him one day Jersey Jack, but Jack Hughes. That U.S. team has got so much talent, and it's so super deep. Thank you for bringing that up, Jake, because I definitely want to talk about that next week. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I'm like, I'm so in such a good mood, but I'm also like tuned out to.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's we got to thank Arlette. We were so.
Jake, we never make fun
so
of anybody's accent, especially Canadians, because we love Canadians. Sorry, Sam. Just got to put that up.
Okay. We're so down about our Devils, and here comes Arlette onto our podcast and just cheers us up. Hashtag cheer you up. Just like that. That's what we do on this podcast. And if you're going to the game tomorrow, Beer Baron, let me know. I may have you visit a couple people when you're down there.
Always, dude. I'm always down for that. I'll be rolling up.
Well,
so we're gonna be meeting up with Pete tomorrow. Pete, the organist.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, because if you remember correctly, these were tickets that Pete gave out for that guest the song with Pete. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's right. And also Tracy and Mike, if you're still, you should be still listening or watching us. Send us a private message through our Facebook page at Let's Go Devils Podcast if you haven't liked it already, and we'll make arrangements to get those 2 personalized autograph CDs to you. All right, so wow, we're in overtime right now, Beer Baron.
Real quick in overtime, I got to say something to Joe. Joe, honestly, I totally agree with you. We were talking. I mentioned it earlier in the show, but I don't know if you were on. We were talking about back and forth a little bit in Twitter about this draft class coming up, and it's seriously going to be one of those draft classes that's going to be kind of like that Matthews and Line draft class where everybody. You can't miss with either guy. So if they don't get Jersey Jack, maybe they can get and I'll screw this kid's name up, but Kako. But yeah, there are seriously 5 or 6 kids in this draft coming out next year, in that top 5 or 6 that are legit NHL prospects. So if you're reading the Facebook Live, Joe just dropped all the names right now. So check it out. Go on Twitter. Follow him on Twitter, too. He's a good guy. He knows what he's talking about. He does. I only follow good people. That's what I'm saying. I only follow people that have good insight.
And, it's time to pay some bills. So we'd like to thank Nova Product Design and Bobby's Auto Care. By the way, Bobby's Auto Care. Down the street, I guess there was an explosion at another gas station, and we just wanted to, send our prayers to them. I think one person got hurt. It's another gas station down the street from Bobby's Auto Care, and I know we were pretty concerned about it because it looked, they had a medevac and everything over there. But Bobby's Auto Care cares, but also $5 off on if you're a first time customer if you mention the promo code SamWoo. You can't mention anything else, but just SamWoo. You have $5 off your first bill at Bobby's Auto Care. Which, by the way, you could take that $5 and put it towards Arlette's CD.
That's
Arlette's
right.
CD at singarlettesing.com. Again, it's singarlettesing.com. It's a great website. I like it. Matter of fact, not only am I going to buy CDs, right? I'm gonna go to our website and play those songs all throughout the holidays, saying that Arlette sang at my wedding. That's her new CD. You got to buy one, and I'll have a stack right there, and I'll resell them on the black market, $10.
Yeah, and if you go to violentgentleman.com, and if you go onto their website and try to buy something, just let them know that you got the name from our website. You won't get anything in return, just polite mention, and they'll probably they'll say thanks. That's about it.
Yep.
But hey, George Peros is one of the guys that started it, so
we got to get George Peros on. We got to get him on the podcast. Dude, He's a Jersey guy.
I have a list. By the way. I have a little list that maybe one day I'll reveal of the top 10 people that I want to get onto this podcast that we haven't gotten. And I've checked off a bunch. Doc Emmerich was at the top of the list. We checked that off. Arlette was on that list. Checked that off. So there's a lot of people that we've already had that have checked off the list, this incredible list. But there's a few. There's a few that I want to get on. George Peros would be one of them. Kevin Smith would be another one. Brian Quinn. Those are
Jim Brewer.
Jim Brewer, yeah.
Have to twist some arms. Hugh Weber.
Hugh Webbs. That's right.
Should we get Hugh Weber on? I'll talk to Hugh. Marty. Yeah. Marty would be good.
Get Brodeur. By the way, Jake, you never know.
You never know.
Hey, Jamie Paulchum. What's up, Jamie? Sorry.
You never know.
Blast from the past.
Ray Shuro. You never know.
You never know.
How about Amanda Stein?
You never know.
Yeah, Amanda Stein. You never know. Amanda Stein.
Mike Rupp.
You never know.
Dude, Joe said Mike Rupp. Mike Rupp's that's actually a good one. I would love to have Mike Rupp on. Jim Dowd.
Yeah. Yeah. We've already had Randy Velishek on, Bruce Driver,
right.
Matt Lachlan. We had Steve Cangelosi. We haven't had Danica on. We'll have to work on Danica with Erica Wachter. We haven't had on, but she's new. Bryce Salvador. We haven't.
Kevin
had
Wicks would be pretty cool. There's a lot of great suggestions. This is
Glenn Chico Resch.
This is the most commented Devil's podcast in all of Devil's podcast. I'll tell you that.
You screwed it up.
I did.
It's okay. Bryce Salvador.
There's a lot of people. Yeah, there's a lot of really good suggestions. I'll tell you one thing. Wasn't it last year we had somebody that was at the World Junior Championship that we had do a live report? We talked to somebody.
Yes.
We've talked to a lot of people, so I forget, and my brain half works.
Yeah.
We need to get another representation up there to do a little live.
Do you know who? Do you know who I would love
Chico
to have on? This is who I'd love to have on. It will never happen, but we could work our charm. If we could get Doc Emmerich on, we could get Gary Bettman. Can you imagine?
Shit. Sorry, that's one of the first time I ever slipped. We're in way to overtime. We're
in fifth overtime right now. All right, Beer Baron, we got to end the show. We'd love to thank the listeners, viewers. Our winners are Tracy and Mike. We'll get in contact with you guys. I had a great time, Beer Baron. Thank you, Arlette. Thank
Amazing.
you so much for the opportunity. That was awesome. Maybe one day, Arlette will be actually physically here in the Bunker studio, which is now,
Dude, I gotta say, Joe, my man Joe has got a lot of great suggestions for a lot of people. John Shannon of Sportsnet. There's a lot of people that I gotta say.
You know who we should get?
Shoot the puck.
This is my chance.
Ron Bailey, just shoot the puck, Nico. I think everybody was screaming that at their television the other night.
You know who we should get for rumors? Let me try to get Bob McKenzie. See if Bob McKenzie would do it. It would during the trade deadline. Yeah, Bobby Mack.
But dude, I tell you what, depending on how the season unfolds, I wouldn't be shocked to see some names from our team that are highly touted names that are up on the chopping block. So it's a very interesting season. It's a very interesting season because you have a lot of people that are in the free agent market next year that are some pretty big names, some pretty significant players. So this team might not be good. The Maven, thanks, Rob. That's actually a really good one. I would love to talk.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. You know what? Because of that, Rob, and we're just about to go. I have to put up your picture again, Rob. That was a great suggestion. All right,
the Hanson brothers. Oh my God, I have a Chiefs jersey. I would totally talk to the Hanson brothers.
Wow.
Hey, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting if this season ends up being a tank job, and if it sucks. Listen, as a fan, it is one of the hardest things to watch. And you go to every game, you listen to every game, you watch every game, you support your team no matter what. And it is one of the hardest things to do. But understand that there's always a positive side to being bad. If you remember the Pittsburgh Penguins before they got Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, and that whole crew, they were terrible, absolutely terrible. So as we're wrapping up the show, I will put it this way. If the Devils are in a bad situation, if they're in a rebuild, last year was kind of an anomaly, right? We were ahead of the curve. You had somebody who's in Taylor Hall who was playing an MVP type season. You had Keith Kincaid step in when Schneider got hurt and really carried the team as a goaltender. You had everything clicking in the right direction. You had Nico Hischier stepping in as a rookie and putting up points and not really getting credit or as much credit as he should have gotten for the Calder, but he had one hell of a season as a rookie. You had, Will Butcher stepping in as a rookie and playing pretty damn well. You had a lot of things click for the Devils last year that it just all came together and it got them into the playoffs. And then they were completely exposed playing against a team that was dripping with talent in the Tampa Bay Lightning. If they are terrible and they have a bad year, you still go to the games, you still cheer, you don't boo your team, and understand that there's a bright side to this, because if they can get that 1 to 3 top pick, there's so many kids that are coming out that you could get a generational player in Jack Hughes. You could get a generational, player in Kako, or however you pronounce the kid's name. You could get a few players in free agency that are going to just repair this team and put you on the right track again. All is not lost. This year could be an anomaly. Suck it up. Enjoy it. Go for the ride. Support your team, because sometimes they need to hear us yelling as much as we need to see them playing. So,
well, speaking of support and ride, if you want to support the Let's Go Devils podcast, you could go to our Let's Go Devils podcast Facebook page at Let's Go Devils podcast. Hit the shop now, and you could buy one of our T-shirts. If we sell 1.75 million of these T-shirts at $20, it'll be put towards this $35 million private jet, so we could take you, random fans, to Devils games on the road to watch our Devils. Also, we'd like to thank the listeners and viewers.
We have no idea.
We love you guys for joining in. We love to thank especially Arlette for opening up her home studio to us, so we could do the interview and watch her sing live. But also, I'd like to thank Chris for making this happen because
thank you, Chris.
Chris is one of Arlette's people, and he was able to do this for us. It was really, really cool. And also, Arlette's going to be appearing on the 14th at the Devils game at the Rock. Some stuff going on. Also, December 15th, the Devils Die Hard event, which will be there. We will be there. We'll have to figure out. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Dude, this is going to be a lot of fun. Devils fans, lots of toys, donate toys to the box. Right. It's going to be located at Mother's Ale House in beautiful Wayne, New Jersey, which is also the official New Jersey Devils viewing party place. When the Devils come into town, right? And also, you can also see Arlette sing some musical jingles with Rob Klobosis. I'm not going to put his picture back up, but just wanted to put that last plug in. Go ahead, Beer Baron.
No, I was going to just say, Rob and all the Devils Diehards, they're a great group of people. This is an amazing event. We're honored to be a part of it, and I'm just excited to be, to be there and to give our support. And like we say all the time, we wouldn't be able to do this if it weren't for all you guys watching and commenting and being a part of this, and our interactions on here and Twitter and everywhere else. We really look forward to this every Sunday. So, hey, listen, times might be rough right now, but damn it, we'll get through this with all of us together supporting this team. And then one day we will look back and we will laugh about how Arlette talked about not wearing pants on the podcast.
And this is Casey Kasem. Keep your feet on the ground and reach for the stars. We'll leave you with this last song from Arlette. It's the most wonderful time.
Thank you, Arlette.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Marshmallows for toasting and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. Long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time.